Yeah, round 3 here. Let's see it. Let's finish the rest of these tomes. Ash, though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valisthea is markedly more altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores guarded on all sides by knee and scalable cliffs, having been ravaged by the blight, still more grievously than storm, the kingdom of woe is now her sole remaining nation. The Holy Knights Dragoon, elite troops of the Holy Empire Sembrak, led by Prince Dion Lesage, drawn largely from the nobility of the realm. Their status as Knights of the Sacred Dragon affords them still higher standing in the eyes of the people. In the Battle of the Borderlands in 1883, as in so many conflicts down the years, they proudly led the charge as the Empire entered the fray. The accession of the Emperor Olivier. Holy Emperor Sylvester Lesage handed power to Olivier, his second-born son and only child by the Empress Annabella. In a turn of events that shocked the nation, none was more shocked, however, than his firstborn son Dion, who was presiding over troop movements in the area surrounding the crystalline dominion when the news first reached him. Yeah, that's peculiar. The Damakian Republic. Having lost both Drake's Fang and the Mighty Titan, the political situation in Damakia has deteriorated drastically. The government is scrambling to withdraw their troops from the ill-starred siege of the crystalline dominion. They might be redeployed to quell the unfolding chaos at home. The fall of Drake's Fang. Drake's Fang, mother crystal of the Damakian Republic, was destroyed by City Yatlan and his associates in the year 878. Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan, also disappeared in the attack and was presumed to have died. The loss of Eikon led to the Dalmax hastening their withdrawal from a conflict with the Empire that was ongoing at the time. The Republican Parliament. After the death of Hugo Kupka and destruction of Drake's Fang, the Republic descended into chaos and it fell to the ministers to pick up the pieces of their crumbling country. Dalamel in a literal oasis in the Velkroy, a desert in the western part of Dalmatia. Dalamel offers goods, food, and respite to those travelers who endure a long march through sweltering sands. In particular, the hot spring baths fed from nearby waters will not only ease the pains of the road, but are also room to cure all manner of ills, from boils and buboes to the various afflictions to the groin, many of which are likely to be contracted at one of Delamel's many brothels. Briar's Kiss, Lubor's Forge in Dalamel, is known across the Republic for the quality of its steel and the skill of its smiths. The Forge Master of Briar's Kiss is a man of many titles. Forge Master, Non-Peril, Desert Hare, Rosian Dalamel, and dear friend ally of the late Sidolphus Telamon. Velkroy Desert, a vast arid wilderness located in the Dalmatian Republic. The further west one travels, the deeper and more forbidding the sands grow, and the more frequent the signs of settlements long since deserted to the south. Water can at least be found, albeit piping hot, a quality which has given rise to Dalmatian and a hot spring surrounding it. Despite a forbidding environment, trade ensures a steady flow of traffic north and south, served by the various inns along the way. The Jaw, a wild mountainous region of southwestern Dalmatia from which Drake's Fang can be seen looming in the distance. Twinside, the former capital of Crystal Dominion, after a unilateral maneuver by the Holy Empire Sembrak in 873, it became the imperial capital. The Isles of Ark, the cluster of tiny islands upon which crystalline dominion stands. They are largely man-made, having been built on top of existing ruins, and are arranged with an administrating hub at the center, surrounded by the citizens' dwellings, and beyond those, the slums in which various refugees make their home. The glistening spire at the island center is home to the Dominion's mother crystal. Connor's independent. The Free Cities bid for independence began in 849 when several prominent Converian guild masters announced their desire to secede from the Republic of Dalmatia. After bitter struggling lasting 8 long years, independence was finally achieved in 857. Brand removal. The painstaking process of slicing away the bare brand so that no mark remains. Tara, the highway's physiker, has matched the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink, and that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forego the process, even though the brand precludes them from ever leaving the hideaway. Astrologer, members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future for the movements of the heavens. It has long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries only with the emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided that it is that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to heed their advice. The Ain Jahar, the flagship of the Lower Navy, also known as the Black Yain. Alongside the Royal Cavalry, it is the pride of Walload and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Wyvern Tail, the elegant white flag is a symbol of the Holy Empire of Sembrick. Scorpions, with pincers the size of bowlers and a hooked tail as long as a chokebow is tall. Merely the size of a scorpion is enough to strike fear into even the most hardened of warriors. That said, the poison contained in their stingers is actually far weaker than those of their lesser cousins, and is primarily used to stun rather than kill. They favor the deserts and hotter climates, and as such are found mostly in Dalmatia, as well as the fiery mountains of the Iron Kingdom.
The door to the shelves shall ever
Oh, I'm never drinking again.
I'm telling you, it's true.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word. So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Don't think Mid's been to visit her old man's grave in years. So take her with you when you go. Let Sid see his daughter's face. if he can recognize it under all the grime.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? It was luck, and luck alone.
That saw me safely out of the highway that night. So many others didn't make it. I see them, you know, in my dreams sometimes. I always tell them I'm sorry that I wasn't able to save them.
But now,
I can tell them something different, that Kuka's dead and that you avenged them. And know that they'll say back to me. So let me say it for them. And I know what they'll say back to me, so let me say it for them.
thank you, Clive. Quick look. Seen enough?
When it comes to boyish charm,
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to. The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor. Create a thermal gradient across it and the heat radiates outwards, which... You know what, just show the plans to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valithea. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but he don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
I never had Otto with me before. I thought, forget, I'll take Otto.
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valithea. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth hiring porters at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
Ah, he wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Don't you worry about me. I can smell a swindle from half the twins away.
Back, are ya? The river's down the south end of the Valithea. Bring back as much Stardust as you can carry.
I'll head down to Dalimil, see about hiring us a wagon. Wait for me by the river.
I've never had Otto in my party before, so I'll see how he handles it and if he's any good.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with this Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling. There's plenty of the stuff about. May as well grab what we can, eh?
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Cid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now.
How'd you lot get on? I brought back all that stuff Blackthorn asked for.
There you are. Blackthorn's got his precious stardust, in case you were wondering.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Back, are ya? You still here? The plating will be ready when it's ready. All right.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Talk to her back there. You know, thingy. She'll tell you exactly which bits of which ruin we need. You just need to go and find them.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
And what can I do for you? Come back again.
Good day to you.
It's all but spent. The crystals we get from the...
And we had to dig a new cellar.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Hello, Sid. Take a seat where you like.
My people speak of strange shadows glimpsed in the gloom of the woods. Either these are figments of anxious imaginations, or someone is out there, someone who does not wish to be seen.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Where it is, the Black Shields took a hiding in the hands of some...
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Tell Quentin he don't need to worry about strangers sneaking into this end of town. I've got my eyes open.
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Don't know who the lads heard the story from, but it's going all around the village. Shadowy figures lurking in the woods that disappear as soon as you spot them. Oh, it's enough to send a shiver down your spine just thinking about it.
The crystals we get from the tailor all...
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
I was in Lorbert's Pass when I heard it. Sounded like someone whetting a blade. Ready to slit my throat. Put the wind right up me, it did.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Stick! Over here! Stick! Over here! Whoa! This one! Over here! Stick! This one! Farewell! Arise! Titan! Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I'm not going to change his mind.
God damn, that shit was deep as fuck. Everyone's gone.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Drugs.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
I can't say I understand that boy's obsession with the Fang. I can't say I understand much about him at all.
Good girl.
Oh, there are monsters here finally.
deserve a rest.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. This one. Over here! Let's try. This one. Want some more? My turn! Let's try. I drink your blood! I'd snap you like a twig! This one. Too slow. Nice try. Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Yeah, that guy was pretty tough. Well, we beat him, though. Alright, so all for this one, guys. I'm going to see you 3 out. Peace.